Hello there, broskies. Welcome back to the Life of a Broski sneaker podcast, where we have a good old waffle about sneakers. Now, before we touch on today's episode, which is a very interesting one, if you ask me, I'd just like to say if you're listening on Spotify, leave us a rating. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed and leave your comments down below. Now that's out of the way, let's dive right in.
Perfect.
Now, if you do hear any background noise, I just want to apologize. There's been a helicopter going around for a couple hours now, and the half term is in full effect. So the neighbors' kids are having a good time. But we're not going to let that stop us. On today's episode, it's actually about an article on Sneaker Freaker, and it's a very, very interesting one. It's all about fakes and the most faked sneakers made. So let's have a look. Let's share this screen if you're watching on YouTube, and let's waffle on either way.
Now, this article is pretty cool from Sneaker Freaker. It goes on to say that this study was conducted by Hot UK Deals that found a lot of these reps online, in particular social media posts. So I'm guessing it's places like Depop and of course Instagram. So yes, it might not be the most accurate implementation to this list, but then again, it kind of is. A lot of people nowadays do actually sell on social media. But anyways, let's have a quick look at this article and this top 25.
Let's start off. Should we start off at the bottom? Number 25. There's 25 sneakers on this list, and I'm going to skip through quite a few. I'm not going to talk about all of them because it's just long. I'm going to talk about ones that I feel are worth speaking on, and ones I feel are a bit surprising to be on this list. Now, if we start off at number 25, it is, of course, a Jordan 1 High Obsidian. Now, this doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it does. It surprises me to see how low it is. It's an amazing colorway, one of the best Jordan 1s you can find, and a very popular one, as you can see on this list. Now, at number 24 is a Nike Dunk Low Medium Curry, which is very surprising because it's not really been out that long. And I've seen it on a couple people's feet. It wasn't that hard to get. Like, if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you sort of didn't. They did resell for quite a bit. I think I let mine go for around 250 quid when I think they retailed at like 90 quid. So it weren't too bad. It weren't too bad. Now, number 23 is the Air Max 1/97 Sean Wotherspoons, which is one of my grails, bruh. I can't lie. As much as I love the shoe, I've not been tempted to get a fake pair. It's just not worth it for me. That's just not what I do. But I thought this would have been higher, I won't lie, just because of how much of a popular shoe it is. It was at the time as well, even on release. But a lot of people did get them. And the resale market for that shoe, the resale prices rather, is crazy. Like minimum 800-900 quid. Minimum in my size as well. So number 22, moving on. Strange Love Nike Dunk Low. I don't know. It's very popular. It's an amazing colorway. But is it meant to be like that high? I don't know. It might have been maybe top 30, top 40. Could have been, but yeah, it's there. It's there. Now, number 21, Nike Dunk Low Spartan Green. I don't know why sort of like a GR colorway is on here, but there are a few, surprisingly. And technically, a lot of them are, if you kind of think about it. We have a Yeezy at number 20, the Yeezy 350 V2 Triple Black, which is basically the Pirate Blacks, I guess. That's up there. And we all know how Yeezys are hype or were hype. So I'm not surprised to see a 350 and a Triple Black on there as well. 19, a Travis Scott 4. This surprises me because I've not seen anyone with them. Or as often, I should say, because maybe in America, you know, other places in the world, like I'm only in London. So there's that for you. But it's a bit risky with a Travis Scott 4 because they're so sort of like a dime a dozen, you know, like you don't see them often and people don't really wear them because they obviously the prices are so high and they're an amazing colorway, you know. We've got a Yeezy 350 V2 Bread at number 18. Now, it is what it is, you know, don't really care. Number 17, AJ4 White Cement. Now, the Jordan 4 White Cement is one of my grails and a lot of people's grails, so I'm not surprised there. I would have put that possibly top 15, if you ask me. It's a great OG colorway. You have the Jordan 4 Guava, the Union collaboration at number 16. Now, I don't know why that's so high. Like, it's not that popular, you know? Like, even the actual shoe itself, I don't know many people that really, like, I've seen a couple people wear it, do not get me wrong, but it's one of those shoes, it's like, you'll have them, but you wear on special occasions kind of thing, you know? But anyway, at number 15, we have the Dunk Low Coast Blue Sail. Now, it's a bit high if you ask me, but it is what it is. Not really that bothered. Number 14, Air Jordan 1 Hybrid. Can't lie. If you asked me before reading this list, I would have put this maybe top 10. But it's a very popular shoe anyway, very popular colorway. One of the OGs in the game. Number 13, Jordan 1 Retro High OG Hyper Royal. Now that surprises me. That's even higher than the bread. That's crazy. That is crazy. But a very popular colorway. I know they're doing the reimagined one, and a lot of people are not liking them. I'm not liking them. Like, I don't know why they did the whole suede thing, but that's a story for another time. At number 12, we have the Jordan 4 Retro Bread, which is basically one of my grails. Again, surprise. But yeah, what did they used to call it? The black cement, isn't it? Jordan 4. Yeah, I would have placed it higher. I know, like, it is a very popular shoe, and rightly so. Amazing, amazing. They're doing a reimagined next year, apparently. So let's see what they do with that. If they don't overdo it, if they change up the materials, let's just see. 11. We have the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Okay, that doesn't surprise me, to be fair. That's sort of where I'd pull it, around the top 10, top 15, so number 11 kind of sits right with me. Number 10, okay, top 10 territory. Number 10, we have the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Now, does that sort of count as the lost and founds? I don't think so, because it would have said it possibly. Now, yes, top 10, I'll probably pull it in the top 5 as a prediction before looking at this article. Come on, Chicago colorway. For me, it's the best colorway to the Jordan 1. I know people argue it's the breads, it's this, it's that. But for me, for myself, the Turk Hassan is the best colorway to the Jordan 1, the Chicago colorway. Now the Travis Scott at number 9, Travis Scott 1 Low. Yes. If it wouldn't be a fake, most faked list if a Travis Scott Jordan 1 won't be on this list. Now it doesn't say which one though, which is a bit disappointing. Yeah. You could put any of them here, I guess. Maybe the first one, because it's been out longer. They've been able to perfect it. They've been able to make more of them. But yeah, that's that. At number 8, we have the Air Jordan 1 Retro High White University Blue. I guess the UNC. But yeah, like, that makes sense because people went nuts for that shoe. Like, that's one of the shoes I got in early for a review as well. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I was on the BBC because of it. It looked like one of them were fake. Looked like one of them could have been real. It was just a big palaver. It was possibly just a QC thing, if you ask me. I made a whole video about it when I unboxed it. Got about 30,000+ views. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, this doesn't surprise me. It's such a nice colorway, such a clean colorway. I've seen so many people with this shoe on, and I work in central London, so I see a lot of people. That sounds weird. Number 7, though, we have the Jordan 4 Black Cats. Now, this makes sense because, I don't want to put no one on blast, but I know someone could do. Maybe I don't. That has a pair that might not be as legit as people think, but it looks great. It looks like a great shoe and a great fake. Number 6, we have the Jordan 4 Retro Off-White Sail. This makes sense because I see too many people with these on when I'm like, bruh, I just have to look a few times to be like, nah. That doesn't look like that, But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's a great colorway. It's a great story behind it. Like, it's Virgil, it's Off-White. And come on, man, it looks so clean. Like, it does look clean. But yeah, moving on to number 5, Travis Scott dunk. Another Travis Scott in there. I'm surprised this whole top 10 is not Travis Scott and Off-White, if you ask me. Number 4, Nike Dunk Low Black White, which is, I guess, the Panda. Now, that's actually pretty mad because a lot of people have this shoe anyway. Like, they've restocked and retailed how many times? Probably more times than I've got shoes. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I guess some people and some countries don't really have them like that. And a Dunk, in my opinion, a GR one anyway, is very easy to replicate in terms of the colorways, the materials, and obviously the panels and stitching and whatever else. Now, along with an Air Force One, a Nike Dunk, even if they're fake, you're not really going to take the time of day to be like, yo, bro, what are those? And let me have a look at those. Oh, what's that? Where'd you get them from? Like, but yeah, it is what it is. So the Panda Dunk is at number 4. Number 3 is a Travis Scott one. Bit disappointing again. It doesn't say which one. There's no style code or nothing like that. But yes, another Travis Scott. Probably, I don't know, the second one. I don't know. Let's just take a guess. But number 2, speaking of second, is another Travis Scott one, Fragment Low. See, they've said it on here now, which is good. The Fragment Low, very clean colorway. I can't lie, one of the best ones, if you ask me. But I'm surprised it's at number 2nd. I would have put, I don't know, I probably would have put the first one there, but like I said, the other ones didn't say which ones it is, so it is what it is. Now, number 1, and this surprised me. I can't believe it's the Jordan 1 High Dark Mocha. Like, that is crazy. Like, I've even bought a pair of fakes of them, just for a video to compare. But it's ridiculous. I've had the real pair, of course, let go of them just because, the materials on that wasn't the best, and the price, I couldn't pass up. But yeah, the Jordan 1 High Dark Mocha does surprise me quite a lot. But at the same time, should it? Like, should it? Because it's such a popular colorway. It's sort of like, people say poor man's Travis Scott. I don't believe that because it's a clean colorway in its own. Some people don't like the backward swoosh, so they're going to gravitate to the Dark Mocha probably more than the Travis Scotts. But I would have probably put this, I wouldn't even have put this at the top 10, That does surprise me, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, that's the top 25 most faked shoes according to Hot UK Deals. So now we're moving on to the questions from the last episode. We're picking it back up. Of course, I was running late, so I couldn't touch on all of them. But I think it's about time we dive back into those. So the question is, the sneakers that return the greatest investment in your collection. I don't have sneakers that are mad hype or, like I have, I guess, to make a mad return. I have some sneakers that I haven't even worn yet, maybe to return an investment, I guess, or to get some money back for it. Maybe just to wear them at a later date, maybe like years to come, because I don't want to wear them when they're still popular, or I might just wear them when they hold more weight, because when you don't see a sneaker for a while, you sort of like, wow, okay, I ain't seen those in a while, like literally. But I would say the Patta Air Max ones are up there, and it's not that much. Like I'd probably get like 100 quid back. I think the sneaker that's worth the most at the moment is the Jordan 4 I'm a Meunier, but I paid resale for those, so that doesn't really count. But I could get my money back, probably at 400 or 500 quid. And I think I paid 350, so I didn't pay like the price I paid wasn't too bad. But yeah, I know it doesn't really answer your question, but yeah, I don't really do that. I guess I sort of just buy what I like, buy to review, and just let go of pairs I don't see myself wearing, or just get rid of pairs that I'm not ever gonna wear, just for the sake of a review. That's why I'd get them in. Now, the last question is actually from YouTube, from a person, Albin Hansen. Big up you, Broski. Your question was, what is your opinion on the Nike Craft GPS hype that came and went? Now, this could be a whole episode in itself, but thank you for the question, first and foremost. I would say the hype only went because of the allegations and apparently what he was up to and what he was doing and his work environment, his attitude and what he was getting up to with his staff, which is no way something that someone should be going through at work or, you know, any sort of form of life, you know. I'm not going to get into the allegations because, you know, it is what it is. You can read it up yourself. But apparently it wasn't the nicest place to work or the nicest person to work for. So that's that for you. But the shoe in itself, I feel, you know, it is a great general purpose shoe that people claim it to be and what the name entails. But they don't really want to be associated with the man with those allegations. I know people are still going to be buying Yeezys and still going to gravitate to Kanye even after his comments and stuff. But it's just a bit sticky, you know, like Yeezy is sort of like a brand in itself. You can separate the brand from the person or the designer or the maker. But I feel like with Tom Sachs, you can't really do that. Like, it doesn't have that much heft to the brand himself, you know? Some people might disagree with it, but you know, but anyway, back to the topic. What do I think about it? I feel it sits about right. They're not the most amazing shoes, they're not the best looking shoes. They have a purpose, which is general, hence the name. But I feel like they were sort of like picking up momentum. Like they released, I think the last one was the brown pair. I didn't like it. The yellow one did it for me more, but I still didn't like it. Like I don't know what it was. I think maybe because I've got the ACG locate and it looked so similar to that, and it sort of felt more actually of a general purpose shoe than a general purpose shoe because it's an ACG. Like I could wear it to go gym. I could wear it to climb mountains in Jordan. I can wear it to like, I don't know, go Iceland, which I did, you know, all these things. And I can just wear it casually. So that's more of a general purpose shoe compared to the general purpose shoe, which looked a bit more of a statement piece rather than, you know, just wearing it for the sake of wearing it. It's meant to be a boring shoe. That was the whole point of it. Like there was meant to be so many of them that anyone can wear them and get them. But you know, I don't know. It sits about right just because of the allegations and what people were claiming Tom Sachs to be and get up to at work. I don't know if he'll make a comeback. He probably will because you know it's probably not going to be like cemented what he done or what he has done allegedly. But anyways, broskies, I will leave this episode here. It was just a nice insight in terms of the most fake sneakers, which I found really interesting. So I hope you do too. If you've got any sort of topics you do want me to touch on, comment them down below as well, or hit me up on the IG. And until the next episode, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you there. But take care.